Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's topic will be about how do men feel when women cheat. Right? So often we have the stereotype that men are the cheaters, but not women, right? But these days women cheat as well, probably more than men, probably just as much as men. I don't really have the statistics on that. But going back to how do men feel when women cheat, right? Just think about the scenario of when a guy has cheated on you. At some stage, everyone has been cheated on, whether you're a male or female, gay, whatever you are, everyone has been cheated on at some stage. If you haven't, then you're probably lucky or your turn is still coming. So that's the sad reality of life. However, so a lot of cases where a woman has been cheated on in a marriage, in a relationship, at the early stages of a relationship, at any point, right? She either she leaves the guy, she breaks up with the guy, but in most cases or scenarios, the woman goes back, right? She forgives, she decides, okay, but I really love this guy. Maybe I should give him a second chance, right? Not gonna lie, even I've been tempted to do so. Like when I've been cheated on, there was a time when I've stayed, there's a time when I was tempted to stay because my heart was so broken that I felt that the only way it would heal is to go back to the person that broke it. Hell no, right? So that was not gonna heal the heartbreak, but that's a whole another topic for another day. But I've also been tempted to go back, right? We as women, I feel like we are more forgiving, or yeah, I mean, men forgive too, but I feel like women are more forgiving, we're more softer, and we're more emotional than what men are generally. So it's easier for us to forgive. I mean, I forgive too, I forgive very easily, but I don't forget. That's the difference with me. Well, I know some women might also not forget, but they forgive. But thinking of how easily a woman falls back into, the pattern because she's scared of change, she's scared of dating a new guy. She's just deciding that, maybe I should give him another chance. Everyone believes in second chances, right? But it's still a risk. Every relationship is gonna always be a risk, but there's no guarantee that the same guy that cheated on you won't cheat on you again. But besides that, the point is, how do men feel when you cheat on them, right? I've cheated on guys. In most cases, 99% of the time, the guy will most likely leave. He'll never look at you the same. He won't value you the same anymore. He'll just look at you not in the same light. He won't look at you as pure as he did when he initially fell in love with you, right? I mean, shit will never be the same again. Even when the woman goes back to the guy, sometimes the relationship becomes better, but I doubt that it will ever be what it was in the beginning, right? I highly doubt that. There are rare cases where people are really happy going back to someone that cheated on them. I mean, that's great for them, that's amazing, but I'm sure I'm sure that you as the person that got cheated on, you're not as in love as you once were, because now your heart is a bit more guarded, and yes, you still love the person, but how in love are you with that person that cheated on you, right? So a man won't stay if a woman cheats. Just think about the guy that you stayed with after he cheated, right? So what if you were the one that cheated as the female? Would that same guy that cheated on you stay with you? Probably not. The chances of that is very slim. The only time a guy would stay if he gets cheated on is if he's cheated too, but you just don't know about it. If he really, really, really loves you and he's willing to look over his pride, he's willing to look past his ego as a man, he's just willing to overlook all of that, then he'll stay. But the likelihood is like a 1 out of 10, 1% chance of the guy actually staying. He'll never look at you the same. It won't be the same. He'll never value you as much as he did if he does stay. So that's why the likelihood of a guy staying is just 0 to none, basically. Right? So why do we as women step down to degrading ourselves by staying with that guy who probably won't stay with you if you were the one that cheated? Think about it, right? So I'm a firm believer in second chances. Yes, I am. I can forgive a lot of shit, but if there's one thing I can't forgive, it's cheating. That's just my personal preference. Because you broke my trust, went behind my back. You had to lie to me to have cheated on me. Because, I mean, you're gonna have to lie about where you are, you're gonna have to lie about a whole lot of shit, so it's just a whole lot of channel of events that you have to go through, and cheating is an effort. Like, it's hard work. Like, fuck, who's got the time? You maybe had the time when you were like, you know, younger, but now you're working, you got responsibilities, you've got all the shit. Where the fuck do people get the time to cheat? It baffles me. But that's just my personal thing, is that I wouldn't go back to someone that cheated on me. Like, that's just the end of the road. There's way too many people out there for me to be settling with someone or with a guy who probably won't stay with me if I cheated. So, you know, but the topic is very debatable. I mean, this is just my personal reference or my personal view of the topic. But it's just something for us as females to also think about, and as men to think about, is that if you wouldn't want the person that you are in love with to cheat on you, then you shouldn't cheat on them as well. And we as women should realize that if we are willing to forgive the guy that cheats on us, is he really willing to forgive us if we were to cheat? And it doesn't count if you cheat after him. That doesn't count. You have to be the first one to cheat. That's the only time the theory can be tested. So it's a lot to think about, but it also goes back to knowing your worth and not being stuck in a relationship because it's comfortable, because it's convenient, because you're becoming complacent. And be with someone because you really want to be with that person, not because it's just comfortable and you are now at a place where you're like, okay, he's a good guy, he does everything else right, I'll overlook all the other stuff. No. We all have to overlook things in a partner. Let's face it, there's no such thing as the perfect guy or the perfect female. There is no such thing as that, right? We just have to meet someone that we're willing to compromise on. But you can't compromise to a point where a part of you is just unhappy, or you're just stuck in it because you're not willing to put your heart at actual risk. Because right now your heart may not be at much of a risk because you're still with someone that's already hurt you at the deepest point. So you're not willing to risk it by allowing yourself to actually know what's out there. So if you really are happy with the person that you're with, then that's amazing. But if there's doubts, if you feel like, you know, maybe a part of you does deserve better, then hell yeah, you do. So yeah, guys, it's just something to think about. How do men feel when we cheat? Vice versa. So that's all from me today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and check me out in my next one, and I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments.